Y'all already know what it is, so let's just get into it. Tonight, we're going to chop it up about life being better without stress and getting your priorities straight. Because as the advancing man, you got to learn to manage three things: God, purpose, and paper. Nothing else. Because those three things handle everything else. Most men are stressed because their priorities are backwards or out of order. They chase paper without purpose. They chase purpose without God. They try to manage everything instead of managing what actually matters. So their life is out of control. In order to get your mind right, you got to lock into these three things: God, purpose, and power. And you got to do it in that order. Because when that order is right, your life gonna be right and your energy gonna stop being scattered. Relationships are either gonna line up or they're gonna fall off. Opportunities gonna show up because you're ready, and respect is gonna be automatic. Your peace is gonna be protected because your energy is being conserved, controlled, and placed into the things that matter. So now that you're focused and God comes first, and I'm not talking about religion, I'm talking about alignment, connection to source. For example, I was listening to Reverend Ike today, and he gave me a bar. He said, every man is a God under the one true living God. That makes that makes every man the God of his own reality. God is in us, living as us. That's why you have to stay in the light, because evil needs darkness in order to operate. So when you're aligned with God, everything inside of you starts to regulate. Your mind starts to clear, your decisions improve, your nervous system it's going to settle and regulate, and your faith activates. And your faith is basically what's controlling everything. The science of getting rich says there is a thinking substance from which all things are made. That's the source. That's the God I'm speaking of. And if you're disconnected from the source, you're basically trying to build from your own limited energy. And eventually, your energy is going to run out. But alignment gives you access to an infinite supply that will never run out. That's why God has to come first, not emotionally, strategically. Next, next comes purpose. Purpose is your assignment. It's what you're actually here to do in a way that only you can do it. Using your God given gift to inspire and use for good. When you walking in your purpose, work stops draining you. Challenges don't stop you. Setbacks no longer define you because you're not chasing money. You're fulfilling something by being of service to others. And mission driven men, they don't quit. They adjust. They learn. They keep moving. The science of getting rich teaches do what you can do where you are with what you have. That's purpose in motion. Not waiting, not preparing, not asking permission, just moving on what you believe and what you think, making things happen. And when you move in purpose, resources going to start to follow because money doesn't chase confusion. Once your mind clear, money going to start chasing you because now you have a clear direction. Clarity attracts, focus attracts people, other people that are building gonna attract to you. And that's when that paper gonna start showing up. Not as the goal, but as a result. When you put God first, purpose second, paper is inevitable. The book says clearly, put poverty behind you and make good. In other words, stop building your life around the things that are missing and that you don't have. Stop obsessing over lack. Learn to walk in the spirit and the mindset of gratitude and abundance. Get your priorities straight. Every day we are becoming more, we're advancing. So move with authority and move with attention, because alignment is everything. Everything you've been practicing, visualizing, reading, and teaching, it's going to start moving your way. Start living from the finish line. Not because you got to force these things, but simply because you're aligned with it. Most men never experience this because they put money first, or status first, or they'll put their relationships first. Anything built in the wrong order, it's going to collapse when pressure shows its face. But when the foundation is God, purpose, and getting your bag right, pressure isn't going to break you. It's going to sharpen you, because your mind stays clear, and a clear mind is what builds wealth. You will become rich. So the real question is, what are you prioritizing right now? Are you chasing money with no direction? Are you trying to control outcomes and everything around you? Building from stress instead of alignment? If so, knock it off. Reset and prioritize your order of things. God first, which means aligning daily and trusting the source to provide. Purpose comes second. Move with intention. Do what you can where you are with what you got. Paper is third. Let it follow and flow. Don't chase it. Position yourself to make money chase you. Because when the order is right, everything else handles itself. This is the law. And the advancing man operates by the law, not hustle, not force. He moves in alignment. God, purpose, paper. That's the structure. That's the strategy. That's the difference between managing chaos and eliminating it. I hope you got something from what I said tonight. Click that buy me a coffee link in the description to support the channel. And you already know what time it is. We're going to end it like we always do. All gas, no brakes. Lock in. Peace.